Are you getting a little foot pain while you're playing pickleball? You know what they say, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's CJ Johnson. If there's one thing that I've learned throughout my athletic career, preventing an injury is way easier than curing an injury. And there are simple ways to do that, and normally we just don't do them. I don't know about you, sometimes I feel like I know I have a 50-year-old body, but I have a 16-year-old mind, somebody who gets out there and jumps right in without taking a little bit of time to do the very simple things that I know in the long run are better for my body. If you're starting to feel some foot pain, there are some simple things that you can do to stave off a very serious injury. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Number one, do not skimp on the shoes. A few weeks ago, I did a blog post about court shoes, why they're important, and I even gave you a resource guide. If you haven't seen that, make sure you click on the link that's coming up above and get yourself a good pair of shoes. Good shoes alone can really prevent injury. Now that you have a good pair of court shoes, you don't want to wear them to and from the court. That's gonna take the life out of them. So when you get to the court and you're changing into your shoes, you're gonna have an opportunity to spend just a moment or two stretching your feet and getting ready to play. Here are a couple things that you can do. I'm simply going to bend my toes underneath me and very gently move the foot to a position where I feel a stretch in the front of the foot. Make sure you repeat this on the other side. Find something that you can put your foot against, put your toes up with your heels still on the ground, and then very gently move your leg, your calf, forward towards the object that you're stretching against until you feel a stretch. Just hold it there for a couple seconds. As you get ready to put your shoes on, sit down on a bench, put your foot forward, and let's do a few ankle rolls. One side, then to the other. And then flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. Now that it's time to put on your shoe, let's make sure that you put it on securely and tie it correctly. And I know you're probably saying, CJ, I know how to tie a shoe. Well, you might be surprised at how many people don't realize what this second eyelet on the back of the shoe towards the tongue is for. It's there to keep your foot securely in place on the shoe. So as you lace it, take and put the lace through the second eyelet of the shoe. Then what's left over in the lace actually will go on top of the shoe and through that same loop that you have created on the other side. Start by making the shoe more snug from the top towards the back of your foot. At the very end, those laces are now put through that loop. I'm going to pull that up so you can see that loop. See how it's through the loop on both sides. When I do that, I pull from each side and then tie it snugly. This is another one of my favorite stretches. I do it after pickleball. I do it just when I'm sitting around. I put my foot up and then I put my hand just below my ankle around the back of my foot. I put my other hand so that my fingers are just under the ball of my feet. I do two things. I push down with the heel and I gently pull up with the fingers underneath the ball of the feet. I feel the stretch in two places here. One is back here in the Achilles. The other one is in the ball of the foot. If I'm really tight, I can relax this just a little bit and get in here and do a little self-massage on the foot. The next thing that I do, and I love to do this is just simply a frozen bottle of water. Put it down under the foot and just very slowly just roll the foot back and forth. For some people, this might be too cold, especially if you're not used to it. In that case, wear your sock. A couple other things that you can roll the foot out with if you happen to have a golf ball or a tennis ball. In my case, I have a ball from Trigger Point Therapy. The golf ball is a little firm for my foot. The tennis ball is a little soft and kind of like, isn't that Goldilocks and the Three Bears? The ball from Trigger Point Therapy seems to be just right. I roll the ball on my foot. This is also from Trigger Point Therapy. It's called their footballer, and that's specifically what it's designed to do, is to roll the foot. I can easily get the front of the foot, the side of the foot, and just by doing a little rolling and putting a little bit of ice on it, my feet feel better. Do you do stretches before or after you play pickleball? Put a yes or a no in the comments down below. If you wouldn't mind, share this video with your pickleball playing friends, because don't you want to keep them on the court with you? Together, we can train smart, live bold, and age well.